Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I went online looking for some facts about the states, and I had the hardest time finding a list that I could print. But I found this, and I have no idea what it is. Actually, I haven't even looked at it. But I thought we could take a look. I don't know, maybe we'll trace on the map. We'll see what happens. We'll find out where we go. So the first state is Delaware, which became a state. Hold on, let's find Delaware. Here it is. Delaware became a state on December 7th of 1787. December 7th, 1787, the first state. The most recent state is Hawaii. And it says it was admitted in 1959. And its capital is Honolulu. The most populous state, so the most people, is California. 33,871,648 people as of the 2000 census. I worked on the 2000 census. I went door to door. It was scary, to say the least. I did it just because they were paying like $20 an hour. I was like, okay. But some people were really, really, really mean and scary. So, but just so you know, you should fill out the census because that's how they decide, a lot of things about the states. They know the population. Anyway, okay, the least populous state. So the least amount of people are in the state of Wyoming. It has 493,782 people, according to the 2000 census. I would guess a few more hundred because there are certainly people in Wyoming who don't want to fill out the census form. A little off the grid living. All right, biggest city in the United States is the city of New York in New York State with over 7 million people. So that's kind of there, but here's the whole state of New York. And there's the Statue of Liberty. Okay. The birthplace of the most presidents is in the state of Virginia. Virginia is the birthplace. William Henry Harrison, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, George Washington, and Woodrow Wilson were born in Virginia. Do you know the next state with the most presidents? Because I think it says it here. Okay, let's see what it says. And 7 presidents, including, I'll read them to you in case it helps you guess. Ulysses Simpson Grant, Rutherford Burchard Hayes, James Abram Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, William Howard Taft, and Warren Gamaliel, I don't know how to say it, Harding, were all born in Ohio. What's round on the sides and high in the middle? Oh, high, oh. All right. The state with the most bordering states, I know we did that one before, is Missouri. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bordering states. Missouri. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3. Wait, let's try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. I thought I forgot to count Tennessee the first time, but I didn't. Okay. The longest state name, commonly used name. What does that mean? What? The longest state name, they say, Massachusetts. Well, that's a little trick because they actually give 3. But I would say one word state name, Massachusetts. But then they also say North Carolina and South Carolina. But they are 2 names, so. All right, so all those. Okay. Longest official state name. Okay. Here we go. I haven't heard this one. New fact is Rhode Island, and its official name is the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. What? I've never heard that before. The State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Interesting. All right. Shortest state name. There are 3 states that only use 4 letters in their name. One of them we already have outlined, Ohio. One is Iowa. And there's one more with 4 letters. So we have Ohio, Iowa, and Utah. Okay. U.S. geography extremes. The biggest state in area, you wouldn't know it from this map, is the state of Alaska with 656,425 square miles. And I did a video on Alaska because stupidly, I was doing a puzzle on this channel with the states. And I was like, wait, Alaska's smaller than Texas? Like, not really thinking. And somebody was like, no, that's wrong. I was like, oh yeah. So I did a video on Alaska, which also led to me going to Alaska because I was like, I have to go see this for myself. And now that I've been there, I will tell you it's big. Even though I only went to like right here, this area. I didn't even begin over here, so. Anyway. So you can go find that video if you want to hear me being goofy. All right, smallest state is, we've already done it. Rhode Island is the smallest state with 1,545 square miles. The state that is farthest north is Alaska. The state that's farthest south is Hawaii. State that is furthest east is Maine. The state of Maine. And there's a moose. A moose in Maine. Maine, although some of Alaska's Aleutian Islands cross the 180-degree longitude line and are technically farther east than the other U.S. states. Well, that's interesting. So there's like a line out here somewhere, and Alaska manages to have like a little Aleutian Island over there. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. That's probably a fact in trivia or something. All right, what were we at? All right, the furthest north was Alaska, and the farthest west is Alaska. Geographic center of the contiguous USA, I feel like I'm saying that word, is called Smith County in Kansas. I don't know exactly, but I would guess it's like right in the middle here. This might be where the highest peak is in Kansas. That's called like Sunflower Point or something. I think I told a story about going there, and it's in the middle of like a cow field, and there's like a stick saying this is the highest point, and he has a cow skull on top of it. And you're like on flat ground. It's crazy. Anyway, I've been to the highest point. Well, that's a different story, but basically in the whole US, I think now I've been to Hawaii. I haven't been to Alaska yet. All right. Geographic center of the entire US, including Alaska and Hawaii, is in South Dakota. Uh-oh. Well, it's not that much far different, is it? Entire US. Okay. The highest point in the United States, anybody know, is in Alaska. It is Mount McKinley. Oh, right. Interesting. They've already updated this, or it's old, but that's Denali. The weird part about this McKinley thing, McKinley never went there. He's never been there. They named it after him because, I forget the whole story. We'll have to do a video, but it was like they wanted him to come there or something, and then he never did. Isn't that how it goes? But Denali was the like Native American name for it. So I don't know why they're whatever. That's all goofy. Whatever. Okay. I mean, it's whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Mount McKinley, 20,000 feet. Where is that? Let's see. It is right about where this, I think it's right in here somewhere, right? About there is where Mount McKinley is. It's a biggie. Okay. The lowest point is Death Valley in California, which is, I think, right around here somewhere, I think. Does that seem right? Which is 282 feet below sea level. Been there. Had to get a gallon of gas. And at the time it was like $5, which, gas at the time was 70 cents. It was crazy. Anyway, the longest river is the Missouri River. It is a tributary of the Mississippi River and is 2,540 miles long. I cannot, hold on, I have another map here I used earlier. Let's see. Missouri. This one has rivers. There's the Ohio. Illinois, Mississippi. Where's the Missouri River, guys? I don't know. Mississippi is a tributary of the Mississippi. I mean, it must go through Missouri. Oh, here it is. Missouri River. Right there. Where does it go? Right there. I'm confused. How could that be the... What did they say? Longest river of the Missouri. It's a tributary of the Mississippi. Huh. I'll have to look that up somewhere. I'm not sure. All right. Where were we? River with the biggest volume of water is the Mississippi. The biggest lake is Lake Superior. They don't even show it on here, but it's up here above the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It is kind of sloppy. They don't even... They left off Canada, but we kind of go like this somehow, I think, right? And it gets a little closer right there. Like, comes in here and meets up. And then it goes out here into the Georgian Bay somehow. But anyway, here's Lake Superior. Sup. Lake Superior, with an area of 31,820 square miles. The biggest island is the island of Hawaii, right here, with an area of 4,038 square miles. That's actually bigger than I would have thought. 4,000. Okay. Tallest waterfall is called Ribbon Falls in California, with a height of 1,612 feet. I don't know where that would be. I don't know. Not familiar. Waterfall with the greatest volume of water is Niagara Falls in New York. And I think it's like, isn't it right? Wait, no, maybe it's like, this comes out a little further. And here's like Buffalo. And this is where the falls are, I think, right here. Does that seem right? I think that's right. Because it's where Lake Ontario flows into Lake Erie. So I think that's where it is right there. Okay. U.S. weather extremes. The coldest city is called International Falls, Minnesota, with a mean temperature of 36.4 degrees Fahrenheit. I have to remember to always say Fahrenheit because one day, I think it was on my stories or whatever you call it, community page on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called, but I posted that my heat went out and it was, I think it was like, I don't know, 28 degrees or 34 degrees Fahrenheit. And somebody, friendly person. So it was like, oh, you'll be okay. It gets that cold here all the time. And I'm like, I should have mentioned it's Fahrenheit. And they're like, oh yeah, that is cold. Because Celsius wouldn't be as cold. Anyway, let's see. What did we say the coldest? It's called International Falls. Let's see if it's on this map. Oh yeah, look where it is. Way up here. Okay. So it is like, it looks like it's like here somewhere. Is the coldest place. Ugh, that doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't like that. All right. The snowiest city, well, this I would not have expected, is Blue Canyon, California, with 240.8 inches of snow each year. Huh. California is a lot bigger than people realize, I think, a lot of times. There's a lot to California, a lot of different climates. What do they say it's called? It's called, I already lost it. Blue Canyon. I wonder, I bet that's probably in the Sierra Nevadas. Is that so? Here somewhere, but I don't know. Like probably up here somewhere where like Mount Shasta is. I don't know. All right. The hottest temperature in the U.S., California, 134 degrees Fahrenheit at Greenland Ranch on July 10th of 1913. Wow, 1913. 134. Boy, I really would have thought somewhere in Phoenix because dang, it got hot there. I feel like I remember clearly days where like the weatherman was a joke because it was just sunny, but a week of 119, 120, 119. I feel like I remember that. Maybe I'm exaggerating in my head, but I think so. Okay. Coldest temperature in the U.S. Alaska. They registered negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit on January 23rd, 1971 at Prospect Creek. That's intolerable. Did you guys watch the newest season of, oh my gosh, Night Country? My mind's go trying to blank. The one that the first season was Matthew McConaughey, and yeah, my brain's trash right now. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. There's this show Night Country, and it was Jodie Foster starred in it, And they were up in Alaska when it's dark all the time, basically. It made me, I almost couldn't watch it because I was so like, this is so depressing to me. I don't know how people do it. It would make me crazy. Anyway, I still watched it, but okay, where are we? Most snow in 24 hours in Colorado. 76 inches fell in one day. Wow, at Silver Lake, Colorado. That's a lot of snow. Silver Lake. Silver Lake. I don't see that on here. Yeah, I don't know where it is. My guess would be up here somewhere, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a lot of snow. 76 inches. That's a lot. All right. Most rain each year. Wait, I know. I should be able to do this in my head. I know. 48. It's 6, right? It's 6, right? Okay, so it's basically over 6 feet of snow. I'm not good at math, guys. That's not my thing. Can you imagine in one day getting over 6 feet of snow? I am only 5'4". That would bury me. That's insane. Okay. Most rain each year, Hawaii. 460 inches fall on Mount Waialile, Kauai, Hawaii each year. Wow. Biggest hailstorm is Kansas. The largest hailstone in the U.S. was 45.7 centimeters, or 17.5 inches. Wow. In circumference. It fell in Coffeyville, Kansas. Can you imagine? If that hit your car while you're driving, you'd be dead. All right, strongest wind. Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Yeah, we climbed. Well, actually, I didn't end up doing it, but my sons climbed Mount Washington. Something else came up, but they. That was one of the things. Like before you climb, you have to look up how windy it's going to be because it's like extreme winds up there. Let's see, where gusts of 231 miles per hour have been recorded. The weird thing with climbing Mount Washington is you can climb it and you're doing all the work of climbing it, and then you get to the top and you're like, I just climbed the mountain. But they have a road. And so there are all these people up here who drove up. And so you kind of feel like, I did all that work and you're here. Like they're saying about climbing a mountain, you're the only one up there. You're like, yes. I think that's Mount Washington. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. That was all. That was it. That was it. All right, guys. I'll just look at the little pictures here, but I'll talk to you soon. We've got an apple in Washington. What is that? A beaver. I don't know. Might be a beaver. A bridge and a sequoia. Gold bars. It looks like a Gila monster, but I don't think so. A salamander? I don't know. We've got a spruce, maybe. We've got mountains in Wyoming. We have a snowy looking road in Utah. We have mountains with prickly pear cactus in Colorado, because prickly pear grow up in higher elevations with colder weather. Saguaro cactuses like the desert. We have a hot air balloon in New Mexico. I saw the hot air balloon. They do a big festival there one time. We've got a little cowboy with a lasso in Texas. A buffalo in Oklahoma. A sunflower in Kansas. A farmer with his probably corn, but I can't quite whitetail in Nebraska. I think this is a coyote in South Dakota. What is that? North Dakota. What are we looking at? Gonna need support. Bring in the magnifier. What on earth? It looks like a Quidditch broom. And gold. I don't know. Maybe they play Quidditch. I don't know anything. St. Paul is a hockey player. Iowa's corn. Jefferson City has the St. Louis Arch. Arkansas has a reindeer. Is that a thing in Arkansas? I don't know. Louisiana has a jazz musician. Mississippi has a blues singer. Alabama has a bird. Florida has an amusement park, I think. Georgia has Martin Luther King Day. South Carolina has a palm tree. North Carolina has I guess they almost look like VW vans, but I guess just people traveling maybe. Kentucky has a horse race. Oh, Tennessee has a guitar. Springfield has the Twin Cities, I guess. Is that what we're seeing there? I don't know. It's a city. Indianapolis has a cardinal. Madison has a badger. Wisconsin has a badger and a cow. Michigan, I thought that was a spaceship. I was like, why does Michigan have a spaceship? But you know what I think it is? I mean, it looks like a spaceship. I think it's a lake. I guess that's what that is. Where are we? Ohio has an astronaut. Pennsylvania. What is that? They look like those things in lunch they used to make with the peanut butter on the bottom and the chocolate on the top. The lunch lady bars. Seriously, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Is that brick? I mean, you'd think it was steel, but I think of steel looking more like a steel girder, you know? I guess it's steel or iron. No. What on earth? It's got to be steel. What else comes from Pennsylvania? Cheesesteaks. Permani Brothers. I don't know. Well, Liberty. You'd think they'd have the Liberty Bell or something, but no. They have these things. I'm going to say they're steel. I don't know if anybody knows. Can you guys see that? Let me hold it where you can see it. I don't know. All right, we got the Statue of Liberty. They don't have anything for the little states. How rude. They have a moose in Maine. West Virginia gets nothing. They have presidents in Virginia because that's where the most presidents were born. Okay. Did we do a buffalo in Oklahoma? I guess we did. And we did that. Okay, I guess we hit them all. Oh, in Hawaii, we have a surfer. In Alaska, we have a polar bear. But I wrote on the board